6 cultural shocks that I experienced in South Africa. Welcome to my channel. As many of you know, I recently traveled to South Africa for a dive training, and these are some of the things which I saw, which I found them a bit different and quite strange. Let's get right into it. Number 1. South Africans drive on the left side of the road and their steering wheel is on the right hand side. Yeah, I know this may be a bit confusing for you. It was confusing for me as well. You see, when you enter a car in Cameroon, you'll most likely find the steering wheel and the driver on the left hand side of the car. But in South Africa, if you enter a car, you will see the steering wheel and the driver on the right side of the car, and then they drive on the left hand side of the road. And the first few days in which I was there, it was difficult for me to figure out which road goes up and which one goes down. I think even the way they go about their runabouts, the way they drive through their runabouts is a bit strange. And based on what I've watched in movies, I believe that this road system is quite similar to the ones to Indians. I think the Indians have this similar kind of road system. And quick advice, guys, if you're going to South Africa for the first time, or if you're in SA for the first time, and if you're not familiar with the road system over there, please, for God's sake, do not drive a car because you'll be causing serious accidents. Let's get to number 2. Number 2. The length of their school skirts was a shocker to me. You see, on 2 occasions while we were driving through the highway, we saw some secondary school students returning back from school, and the length of their skirt, it was quite short. I mean, really pretty short, and it was really surprising to me. But from what I figured out, it is part of their lifestyle and culture. And now, number 3. Number 3. South Africans do not celebrate Women's Day on 8 March. Their own Women's Day is commemorated on August 9, and there is not really much ambience attached to it. Unlike us, there is really not much fuss about buying the Women's Day fabric or going to drink and eat in bars and clubs or engaging in festivities and march parades. No. On that day, a public holiday is observed. Then they celebrate at their individual homes and at their individual levels. And now we get to number 4. Number 4. These people are really into cattle rain. And I think this one is mostly common with the Zulu people. And I saw a cow in almost every backyard in Sodwana, Kwazulu, Natal. This is surprising to me because in Cameroon and most parts of Nigeria and neighboring countries, cattle rain is mostly done by Fulanis on Boros, and they settle a bit far from other settlers, and they're always up the hills and they're hardly steady, moving on from one place to another, searching for food for the cows. But in Sodwana, it is quite different, or should I say in Zulu, it is quite different. Because if you look at their infrastructures, it shows that they are settled there permanently and everybody has a cow. And I think some of them have cows, even though it is not your primary source of income, as a Fulanis on Boros. And there is a cow in almost every backyard, and on some occasions when even applying the road, you see 1 or 2 cows by the roadside eating, sometimes even without herdsman. The cows are just feeling free, and it's just amazing to see. And I find this part of Zulu very amazing because I'm sure these people should be rich people. It is not easy to own a cow. Didn't talk much of cows. And from the little research that I did, I got at that cows are very important in the traditions and cultures of the Zulu people, indicates power, and it is very significant in traditional activities like marriages and their historical attachment to cows, and they mean a lot to the Zulu people. 1, 2, 3, 4, and number 5. I thought Cameroonians love potatoes, but no. Give it up for South Africans. In fact, they're supposed to take the trophy for being the most potato lovers. Guys, these people love potatoes. What we call here Irish potatoes, huh? If you go there in South Africa, you'll see it in almost every meal. You'll see chops of potatoes in their soup, their rice, and even in pies. And they use it to make fries, chips. They even blend it and make a soup. In fact, almost every dish you find potatoes there. And some of the dishes are really, really nice. And when it comes to their fries, South African fries, give it up for them. They deserve another award for their fries. And the last shocker, number 6. This is another aspect which I found a bit different. Most of the houses or public spaces which I visited, even at the airport, this is the flush button that I saw. I think before coming to SA, I saw this flush button just once at a friend's place here in Cameroon. My entire life, I've seen this flush button just once, and the one in which I use, or which I've seen people use regularly here in Cameroon, is this is the one in which I've seen people use regularly. And this particular one, I think I saw it just once or twice there in South Africa. And there you go, people. Those are the things in which I saw in South Africa, and I thought it wise to share with you. Subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell to get every content I post on this channel. And if you are a new follower, check my previous videos to see my journey from the airport in Douala to South Africa, and my drive from the King Shaka International Airport in Durban to Sodwana Bay, where dive training took place. And I have the links there in the description box. Do want to check it out. Bye bye.